for the payment of manufacturing expenses, as well as the period has been given for other expenses also. So these are the adjustments given regarding the cash budget solution. Now, how to prepare the format of the cash budget? See here, the cash budget is there are 3 months cash budget. So we are preparing the informations of cash budget for 3 months, that is August, September and October. So 3 columns is required for 3 months. And the particulars are required. That's it. So this is your cash budget format. Particulars, August, September and October. Here we are going to do it working. So this working would be helpful how this questions is going to solve out. All right, let's begin with the questions and start the solution of this question, and start with the information. Listen, I just want to tell you this cash budget pro forma we were already discussed at the time of the theoretical part, and that time I told you the cash budget is prepared on the basis of a receipt and payment. So we need to identify the whole structure has been divided into a 2 part, that is, one is receipt and the another is payment. First we will identify your receipts, and then we will write payments, and then we will try to make it a balance, how much balance is available with you. Even I just want to tell you one another link in this question, that in the first line itself it is mentioned the Saurashtra Company Limited wishes to arrange overdraft facility. It means that there would be some negative balance or some negative cash inflow during any period of this month. So fine, let's begin with this. The first information is cash on hand, and that is given for 1st August 2010. That means for August itself only, and 25,000 rupees of the cash information. So cash on hand is given 25,000 rupees in your hand. Let's move to the next part, that is 50% of credit sales are realized in the month following the sale. It means that in whichever the month you have a sales, that out of the sales 15% of the amount realized of this credit sale in the next month. That means if you have a sales in the month of June, then amount of June sales, 50% out of it would be realized in the month of July, right? And the remaining 50% in the second month following. It means whatever the amount of sales made in the month of June, out of that the 50% would be realized in the next month, that means in the month of July, but the remaining 50% of that sales would be realizing in the month of August. So June sales amount realized half in the July and the remaining half in the month of August. This is what an adjustment is said. Let's begin, let's calculation one by one only. So first working is sales. Here we are supposed to get an information of August, September and October. Alright, so in case of if you want an information for August, that means, and the working is related to a sales. Adjustments we already understand that the amount has been realized, half of the amount is realized in the next month. Just we are writing here brief, and the half of the amount is realized in the next to next month. That means in the case of second month. In case of this, in the second month. So on this basis, on the basis of this particular adjustment, or we can say the formula, we have to apply it here also. So how we can identify the amount of realization from the sales or from the revenue that in the month of August. So if you want to see this in the month of August, you need to see the reverse situation, or I'll tell you how it could be prepared. See here, the sales you can prepare like this. I'll make a part of this. Instead of this, I'll do it very easy way, so you could be understand how the things are there. This is the 3-month situation: August, September and October. So there are 3 months. All right. let's begin with the calculation of the sales. This is your sales valuations. Okay, now in case of August, we need to start 2 months before, because of the 2 months before realization, half of the realization would be coming in the month of August. So August before it's July, and 1 more month before, that is in the case of June. So June month sales, identify how much amount of sales is incurred in the month of June. Come on, it is 1,80,000. So you have an amount of sales in the month of June, that is 1,80,000. And half of the amount, it means 1,80,000 divided by 2, 90,000 rupees realized in the month of August. Correct? And the remaining 90,000 was actually realized in the next month, that is in the month of July. That we are not supposed to prepare because we don't require the July information. So half of the amount is realized in the July, and the remaining half of the amount realized in the month of August. So that we are already written here. Next is July. See the month of July's information. Can you tell me the amount of sales in the month of July? Yes, it is 1,92,000. 1,92,000 divided by 2. So 1,92,000 divided by 2, the July month, half of the sales revenue realized in the next month. So July sales amount realized in the month of August. How much? Half. Half, it comes to 96,000 rupees realized in the month of July. Correct? And the remaining 96,000 would be realized in the month of next month, that means in the September. The formula is clear said. The half of the amount has been realized of the sales in the next month. So in the month of July, sales is 1,90,000, half is 96 would be realized in the month of August, and the remaining half amount would be realized in the following to the next month. So following to the next month is month of September. Next is after July, it comes August, and the August sales is 1,08,000. 1,08,000 divided by 2, it comes. Now August sale. August, half of the amount has been realized in the next month is September. So September amount realizes 54,000. And the remaining half of the amount has been realized in following to the next month. It comes to 54,000. So that amount has been realized sales in the month of August. Half is in September and the remaining half in the October. Moving to the next, we need to identify for September also. The September sales comes 1,74,000. 1,74,000 divided by 2. Here it comes September, half of the amount has been realized in the October. So how much it is realized in the month of October? Just check it out. It comes to 87,000. So 87,000 rupees has been realized of sales in the month of October. Make a total, how much amount of sales has been realized, sales receipts has been realized in the respected month. August realization is 1,86,000. 1,50,000 realized in the month of September. And 1,41,000 rupees realized in the month of October. So there, now you can write it here, the amount of sales realized 1,86,000 in August, 1,50,000 in September, and 1,41,000 rupees in the month of October. This is what all about the part of realization value in case of sales. Now just need to see the question, is there any more receipts are given in the question? Then the sales, after sales, purchase, then wages, then manufacture expense, then other expenses and selling expenses. In that sense, we don't have any more amount of, so far as concerned, of receipts. So we can definitely write here total receipts A. We can make a total of only for the month of August because we don't have information of opening balance of September. So that we will leave it. Why it is not actually having? Because when you close this August, and their closing balance would be opening balance for the month of September. That's why it is remaining. So 6, 5, 11, 10, 11, and the total amount of receipts in the month of August, it comes to 2,11,000. So after the receipts has been identified, now let's move the second part of the statement, that is payment. So all payments to be identified according to the adjustments, and one by one all payments are going to write down here. So let's begin with the second adjustments, which is incomplete. Sales portion is already done, which were already considered. Then the creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase. It means it is very clear that whenever you purchase a certain amount of raw materials or any other things, the amount has been paid in the next month, in the following to the purchase. So following month of purchase, when you paid, it means if you purchase in the month of July, you paid in the month of August. If you purchase in August, you paid in September. If you purchase in September, then you paid in October. So in this regard, we'll just identify the amount of purchases for the respective month. So here the purchases, first is in the month of August, which purchase amount would be paid? 1,44,000, which was actually purchased in the month of July. So purchase is first item. And the month of July purchase paid in the month of August. Then month of August purchase, that is 2,43,000, paid in September. And then next is October. In case of October purchase, 2,68,000. September purchase would be considered in the month of October. So the September purchase is 2,46,000, and that 2,46,000 rupees purchases would be paid in month of October. So we identified the value of purchases and amount paid in the respective month. Moving to the next part is the adjustment is lag in payment of a manufacturing expenses half month. It means that the period for the payment of manufacturing expenses is considered half of the month. What will be the formula for the same? Very simple. I'll tell you. In case of the expenditures are incurred in July, see here, 1 to 15 days expenses would be paid during the 15th to 30th of period. It means one of the half. It's one half. It means the amount of expenditures are incurred in the first fortnight would be paid in the second fortnight, and the expenses amount incurred in the second fortnight would be paid in the next month for first fortnight. This is what an adjustment says. So here we will apply these adjustments and identify the how much amount of expenditures incurred or how much amount of expenses paid regarding the manufacturing expenses. See the manufacturing expenses. It just need to identify for month of August, September and October expenses of manufacturing. Listen, now we need to identify for the month of August. That means we need not go to worry about that. Just we need to see the 1 month before information. So if you want to identify the how much amount of manufacturing expenses paid in month of August, just reverse half month, 1 fortnight previous month, and that is month of July. See the manufacturing expenses incurred in the month of July, that is 4,000, and that is considered one half. So 2,000 rupees of the July manufacturing expenses paid in a first fortnight in the month of August. Next we need to see the how much amount of August expenses is incurred, that 3,000 rupees. So August is 3,000 rupees. One half is paid. It's only half of the amount of expenditures paid in the month of August. That means the first half of August expenditures paid in the second half of August. So first fortnight expenses of manufacturing incurred paid in second fortnight, and that's why it is paid in the month of August. But the second half amount of manufacturing expenses incurred would be paid in month of September. So the second half of August expenses paid in the next month first half. Now see the September situation. The September manufacturing expenses are given 4500 rupees. So 4500 rupees divided by half, and in that case the 2250 rupees of September expenses, first half expenses paid in second half. First half expenses in paid in second half, and the second half expenses paid in first half of October. All right, and the October expenditures incurred 5000. October 5000 rupees expenses incurred and divided by 1/2, and this is 2500 rupees of first half of October expenses paid in the second half of the October. In this regard, the total amount of manufacturing expenses in the month of August is 3500, September is 3750, and 4750 rupees incurred in the month of October. Let's write down the second expenses, second payments. Manufacturing expenses in the August is 3500, in September 3750, and in October it is 4750 rupees. This is your manufacturing expenses as per the working we determined here, and the amount of expenditures paid in the respective month. That is your payment number 2, manufacturing expenses. Next is leg in payment of other all expenses. Other expenses means other all expenses for 1 month. It means the remaining expenditures are paid, and for that their duration is taken 1 month. If it means the expenses incurred in the respected month will be paid in the next month. So here let's begin with the amount of expenditures remaining. Sales is already recorded, which is not an expense. Purchase, it's already done. Wages. So now start with the wages. The wages is actually considered the adjustment where the amount of wages incurred in the respected month paid in the next month. So that is why we prepared here for August, September and October. For August payment, expenses incurred in the month of previous, that is in month of July. So how much wages incurred in the month of July? It is 14,000. So wages 14,000 rupees incurred in month of July paid in August. Then August wages is 11,000 rupees paid in September. August expenses paid in September, and September expenses 12,000 rupees incurred paid in October. This is a formula for the payment of wages. Incurred expenditures in a respected month paid in the next month. After wages, then the manufacturing expense, which is already determined and recorded in the payments. Then office expense. Office expense also have a same formula. Expenses incurred in a respected month paid in the coming month. So July expenses of rupees 1000 paid in August. August expenses rupees incurred 1500 paid in September, and September expenses incurred rupees 2000 paid in October. So this is a way to pay office expenses, almost similar like a wages. Any expense? Yes, one more expense is remaining, that is selling expense. And for selling expense also we have a same formula. Incurred expenses for the particular month paid in a coming month, that is July expenses rupees 4000 paid in August. Then August expenses rupees 2000 paid in September, and the September expenses incurred 5000 rupees paid in October. Is there any more adjustments are given regarding the any payments or anything else? Just let me confirm. No, we don't have any more payments. The payments are so far is concerned. That's it. Now we'll have to make a total of the B part, that is total payments, and that is B. Let's make a total of the one by one. That's 500 here. 4, 3, 7, 11, 12, 16, 1 carry 5, 6, and that is 1,66,500. The total of payments for the month of August is comes to 1,66,500. In that sense, we'll have a balance, closing balance, and the closing balance, it comes A minus B, that means total receipts minus total payments. 2,11,000 minus 1,66,500. Let's see the find out the balance. That comes to, it is 44,500 rupees. So 44,500 rupees, it's a cash on hand, it's surplus balance, because of the receipts is higher than the payments. Receipts is higher than the payment, that's why you have a surplus balance in your hand, and this balance, and it's a closing balance of August, would be opening balance for September. So here the closing balance of your respected month would be opening balance for the preceding month, it's the next month. Now we'll make a total of receipts in case of September, and that is 1,94,500. The total receipts in the month of September is 194,500. Now we'll make a total of payments one by one. Let's see. The total of payments for this month, September, comes to 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, 1 carry 5, 6, and that comes to 2,61,250. Yes, this is your total payment in case of the month of September. But now if you are going to see, your payment is 2,61,250, where your receipts is 1,94,500. It means that your payment is higher than the receipts. As I already mentioned at the beginning of the question itself only, the company may be in the situation to take a withdrawal of a bank overdraft. So that's why the company needs to identify whether they need a bank overdraft and they can apply to bank for a bank overdraft or not. So here it shows the situation of a bank overdraft or something like that. Let's see find out the balance. It comes here, the how